Hey there, friendlies. Hold on. Okay. Hey there, friendlies. Welcome to another Beer Blades and Bushcraft live stream. I'm just trying to get my crap organized. Fell asleep putting the squirt to bed, so I've been a little rushed since. Got a glass for tonight's brewski. Where is... Oh no. Primary stream, we are not receiving video data at a fast enough rate. Your viewers may experience buffering. Ensure your connection is fast enough or consider using a lower bit rate. Okay. Alright. Let me go to ingestion settings. I'm not going to dick with this. Let's just see how we're doing here. Is anyone actually commenting? Simo's here. How's it going, buddy? How was your live stream? You did a live stream tonight, right? I think I saw a notice pop up while I was putting the squirt to bed. Simon, outdoors here. Hey, Mike, look what I brought. Gotta bring a glass. No video issues there? Okay. Hey, Serge is here and Hamza's here. How's it going? So, whoops. Oh. I don't have anything too interesting tonight, guys. It's a Kilkenny night. I didn't have time to run to the store. But Kilkenny's okay. It ain't Guinness, but it's a hell of a lot better than Coors Light. Am I right? Let me see what we got. Okay, now, interesting thing. Not really interesting thing. Bloody boring, in fact, but whatevs. Tonight's live stream may be a little directionless because I cannot, for the life of me, remember what I wanted to talk about. Jesus Christ, dude. It's like I've never poured a beer before. I'm not very good with cans, I guess. Jesus. It's okay, it's a concrete floor, and it's a workshop. So... Nobody saw that, right? Yeah. So that's where we are. I finally put up a video this weekend after a little hiatus. Sorry about that, guys. No, nothing flowery, nothing fruity. Hey, LT's here. How's it going? Nothing spectacularly bizarre. Nothing Quebecois. It's an Irish cream ale ce soir. Used to be when I used to go, before I tell this story, what did you guys bring? Who's drinking what tonight? I bet you Mike's got something cool and Ontarioan. I bet you LT's got something Eastern European. No, maybe not. Something European, though. Just waiting to see what... how's the stream? It looks good on my phone, but the browser keeps telling me that... Oh, no. Okay. Stream status good. I'm going to just go with that. Slanja, as you say, if you are of Celtic descent or play in a Celtic band like I do. When I used to go for pints with my sister, I would always have the Guinness and she would always have the Kilkenny. So, do I have anything cool to show you guys? No, not really. Nothing. Serge, I like that Sleeman Honey Brown. That's a nice little brew. Now, because I used a can tonight, I did not get to use my official bottle opening knife. So I shall use it to carve feathers with on this cedar. So, what's up in the world of Jesse's subscribers? What's going on, guys? Anyone got any really cool stories to tell? I don't know how many of you guys saw this, but Hamza put up a video, broke his knife. That was the one you made, right, Hamza? Which, Grey Matter Sea of Tranquility IPA. I think I've seen Joe drink a Grey Matter once or twice too, eh? Yeah, Simo had a Smithix last weekend. Good. Outdoors doing the hard cider. Good. Oh, LT is drinking the Griffintown. Okay. Hamza's having milk. Hamza, Simo's asking if that's cow milk or goat's milk. I've only had goat's milk a couple of times. I found it gamier than cow's milk. Yeah, so I saw a recent video that Hamza broke his knife. That was sad to see, but yeah, the one that you made. Yeah. Fresh out of the pen. My shirt's not backwards. I'm back to using my my original live streaming app, and it gets everything backwards. I could go for black and tan too, Mr. Outdoor. I like that. When I use YouTube's own live streaming service, app, whatever, it gets it right. But this is, Simon, what did I say this one was called? Wirecast Go, right? This one gets it all bass-ackwards all the time. I don't know. You'd think it wouldn't be that hard. Sorry guys, I'm gonna eat some chips because I am hungry like the wolf tonight. I made corn for the Squirt and me. We had 6, so we each had 3. Well, she ended up having 2 and I ended up having 4, but corn doesn't last that long, man. Anyway. So, last weekend the Squirt and I got out to Mount St. Bruno National Park for a little hike, which was nice. Tried out that BioLite stove. A BioLite stove is a little techie for me. I don't like my outdoor stuff to be too gadgety, but I can see if you're out in the bush and your cell phone is dying on you, it's really good to be able to have that little Stirling engine power your phone just while just due to the heat of the fire. And I do like how the way it works is you get the you got your heat, your fire going, and then it's powering the thingamabob up. So you turn it on and it hits a fan so that it increases the efficiency of the burn, so that you don't get a lot of smoke and you don't get a lot of waste. So I see it's really cool. But I'm a bit of a classicist when it comes to my outdoor stuff, Ah! Now she also wants chips. So good. Already? Ow. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I want popcorn. That's what I want. No. Here's what I want. I want to be cooking a great big piece of steak on a stick over embers in the woods. That's what I want. Nice fire sitting under a tarp. Now that we're not getting poured on tonight. That'll make me happy. It's a picking stuff. Pringles. The reason I have this little thing of Pringles is I bought them as a snack for my daughter when I went to pick her up at school yesterday. And she was such an asshole over the fact that I didn't bring her a chocolate that she didn't get a snack. So I'm having them now. Oh, LT is having Tostitos and cheese dip. Hell yeah. Simo, I guess that makes these the original Tide Pod Challenge. You know, I had something totally planned for tonight and I forgot what it was. I have 3 videos shot to show you guys, and I haven't had time to edit any of them. The one I put up this past weekend, I was just like, okay, I've got a block of time. I got to get something out because it's been, what, a week or 2 since I got my last video out? They're like, no. That's just not on. So I got it done. It was a little shorty though, you know, it was a 7.5 minute or something. Because I checked my, hold on, just let me check the signal quality here. Okay, good. I checked my stats, and people are sort of, the average watch time is like 4.5 minutes, so I'm rejigging the way I'm doing it a little bit. I'm going to front load it a little bit in that I'm going to sort of talk about what the object of the video is before doing the splash page, you know, with RaindanceBushcraft and all that stuff. LT, you're having a time problem too? Okay. Yeah. Well, last weekend and this weekend are really constrained because last weekend I played a wedding in Ormstown. For those of you who don't know, Ormstown's like, it's a small city, town, south of Montreal. You go south, you go through Chateauguay, you keep going and sort of over a bit. So we played a wedding there. That was my Saturday done. And usually when we play a wedding, we're done by like 11 or 12, maybe 1. But supper and speeches and stuff took so long that we started really late. And it's an hour's drive from Ormstown back to Montreal. By the time we got home, because the fiddler stays with me when we play on this end of the country, by the time we got home it was 2:45. On Sunday, I went up to the lake in Oka to pick up my squirt because she was staying at grandma's because my wife was working all weekend. But while I was up there, as those of you who are on my Instagram know, I got to play with my bush tools a little bit. Excuse me. So I shot 2 short videos while I was up there. Simon, yeah, Ormstown is really nice. And they like both kinds of music down there, country and western. I don't know why they hired a Celtic band, but anyway. And this weekend, I'm not in town again. I'm flying to BC on Thursday night. It was too small. We're playing a corporate gig on Friday in Victoria. And then we're playing a pub gig on Saturday. I'm flying home on Sunday. Outdoor man, you walk away from the convoy, you miss all the good stuff. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, come on, we've only started the night. Man, I do wish I had a lot more food here, though. I am hungry. Anyways, but after this upcoming weekend, things should calm down a little bit. I'd like to get my schedule back in gear. I have an idea of for a video. Well, Sash and I have been talking. I think we're going to do something together. Something simple, but it'll be effective. Simple, but effective. Just like most of what I do. Simple, simple, simple. Effective, effective, effective. Yeah, LT, it's not going to be a road trip, that's for sure. I'm flying WestJet. Leaving Thursday night. playing the rock and reel. I will concentrate on the chatting and less on the slicing of the wood. Oh, Serge, I didn't even notice that. Simon, that's not a 1. That ain't a 1. Let me just see how many people are on. Boop, 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 boop. View on watch page? Really? Oh. But that's no good. I don't like that. Excuse me. Hey, Tor, you got a new haversack? Spill the beans, dude. Tell us everything about it. Is it that, that's not what I meant. That's what I meant. Is that what I meant? Sorry guys, I'm trying to get back to the, there we go. Okay, I'm back at the live control room. What the hell was I talking about? Oh yeah, which haversack did you get? Is it you didn't get like the Hidden Woodsman one, did you? LT man, we got to do another trio live session. Oh, Simone's been doing construction. Nothing wrong with that. Good, honest work. I'm really bad doing gyprock though, man. I don't even do it anymore. I figure, cut my losses. I know what I'm good at. I know what I'm not. By the way, I got some goggles for when. Did I show you guys these goggles? Because like often when I'm doing work at the grinders and stuff, I don't want these to get all dinged up, right? So I got these German. I think I've shown you guys these. Come on, Jess, get your crap together. Never mind, guys. Oh, a finished gas mask bag. Nice. Hey, Outdoor, have you seen Scouting Free's recent video on how useful he thinks the haversack is? I'd be interested to know your opinion on that. The maker knife? URL me, man. Simon backed something on Kickstarter called the maker knife. Simon, drop the URL there. I want to check that out. Oh, Outdoor, I know what you're talking about. Oh, Simon's got a pair of these goggles too. I think I got them at Lee Valley. I've tried them out, and actually, I find them really good. I was surprised because they're affordable as hell. And I'm pretty happy with them so far. I love it when I don't spend a lot of money on something and it like clocks above its weight. Mora, for example. And these really do. Paul's here. Paul, last week I really wanted you to come on, and I don't remember why that was. I don't remember why. But I was just telling the guys about... actually, I was talking about the video I put up on Sunday night, or was it Monday? No, Sunday night. I was saying that next weekend I'm out on your end of the country. I'll be in Victoria playing a corporate gig. And Robin, Mora for the win, absolutely. Robin and I both have matching Moras. But yeah, Paul, so I'll be out in BC. I won't be near you, unfortunately. I'm flying right into Victoria, playing a couple of gigs, and flying right back home. Ah, Simon, thanks. I'm going to click on that. No, LT, I wanted Mike Morton on because I was using a glass. Okay, I'm going to try to open this in a new tab. The Maker Knife. Let me see. Oh, okay. Jimmy DiResta says that it looks sexy AF, and he is not wrong. So if you make a contribution of 39 € plus, un fois le Maker Knife. Weird that this page is in part English, part French. Is anyone else clicking on this? And for 54 euros, 1 Maker Knife and 3 ceramic blades. I like ceramic blades. Well, Simon, that is a cool looking utility knife. Yep. Very, very interesting. Guys, this is cool. I don't really know if I can handle it because 39 euros plus plus the shipping, it's going to be like probably $10 for shipping, right? Interesting as hell, though. I like it. I'll decide. Hold on. Outdoor, it was Scouting Free. He did a haversack video. Very Anthony, how's it going? Simon started shooting video for that log. I can't wait to see that log in billets, man. I can't wait to bug you so I can have a couple of billets. But you know, like the thing is, how do you approach something like that for making axe handles and stuff? Do you cut out the billets and then just let them dry and hope they don't warp too much? Because like it would take decades for that huge log to dry all the way through. What's the number 2? What's the rate? Is it like a couple of inches a year? I don't remember. Whoa! Hold on. I began shooting. Okay, Kickstarter project. The see, what did you? Oh, that's the same link to the Maker's Knife. Yeah. But yeah, Outdoor Dauber, Scouting Free. I'll type it in here. There's no bottle opener, right? Robin, the model number on my transitional. Let me check. Oh, God, I'm too old for this. I believe the term I'm looking for is fuked, if I know. Where am I looking for a model number? There's nothing written on this anywhere. My God, maybe it's a no-name brand transitional plane. Yeah, I don't see a model number anywhere. There's no model number on it, dude. Why, are you thinking that yours is the same? The one that you picked up today? Weird that there's no model number on it. Can't wait to get this thing up and working. Okay, where Knife is expensive. Shipping this, yeah, it's expensive, man. Up outdoors, gonna be right back. It's funny, you know, because an inch per year, so that thing would be drying for ever. So that maker knife would come out to what? It's got to be like north of 55 at least, right, in Canadian. Oh, LT says it's $60 Canadian. It's funny that we see that as steep because it's Kickstarter, because a lot of us would spend $100 on a knife generally, right? But as soon as it's that kind of knife, it's like, oh wow, 60. Because I'm feeling the same way about it, you know. Yeah, Simone, you need, yeah, a chainsaw. Check the front of the wood, Robin says. There ain't nothing there. There ain't nothing there. But maybe the back of it? No. Nothing. Maybe it's not even the original wood. I mean, it's old enough, that's for sure, but I don't get it. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know, sir. Yes, outdoors. The useful or hyped vid. And I haven't watched all of it. I usually watch him fairly religiously, but man, time suckage is extreme these days. And the thing is, I don't share Mark's philosophies on everything, but he's always thought out his position at least, and I gotta respect that, you know. And sometimes he's bang on, but I've never used a haversack, so I'm interested to know what you think in terms of what his philosophy is, because because I've never had a haversack, but I've always been kind of curious about them. The reason I haven't bought one is because I don't know. Because, like, obviously, you know, your access to stuff is so much better in a haversack than a backpack. But I always like having the weight evenly distributed across both shoulders and the waist. You know? Then band them together to help prevent them from warping. Yeah, maybe, eh? I find that warping wood is one of my biggest problems when it comes to projects, because, like, I'll start a project and then run out of time for 3 weeks. And then in the interim, my wood's all because I didn't build the thing, so it's not acting against itself. Hamza has a ton of haversacks, vintage haversacks. Okay, so you like the haversack then. I think have I seen a haversack on one of your videos, in fact? So you like just the ease of access to your stuff? Do you like it better than a backpack, or the context is different? Like, I could see myself using a haversack for like a quick nature walk, you know? But if I was going for a weekend of bushcraft, ain't gonna happen. Ow. Sorry guys, I'm just checking. No, I thought someone else was. Was texting me about our little chat, but no, that's not what's going on. Oh, you use them both at the same time. Yeah, okay, so Edo really likes them. I'm gonna be sorry when this beer is finished. Excuse me. It's weird because, like, the page I'm on isn't showing me how many people are on. Oh, there's 8 of us. Okay. Oh, I've got some issues going on. Oh, dudes, man, the hay fever this year is horrible. I've been sneezing and stuff, and it's just like, and what's interesting, the reason I'm bringing this up isn't because I want to bore you all to tears, but I find that when I spend time out in the bush, I don't have the same problem. It's like when you get away from all the ornamental trees, you like the poplars and stuff, you don't have the same mix of pollens in the air or something. But like when I'm in the bush at this time of year, I have no breathing problems. But as soon as I'm in like suburbia and there's like whatever, like goldenrod and crap everywhere, I hate life, man. And the stupid like those, is it poplars that leave that fuzzy white crap everywhere? Is Paul, you'll know this. Is it poplars or aspens or something? Well, those are related, aren't they? Oh, it's just been horrible. Yeah, you know what? I should pick up a vintage like gas mask bag or a bread bag or something just to sort of mess around with it, because I want to know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about haversacks, you know? Yeah, Simo, you're right. I'm allergic to big cities. I really am. Anthony, I do eat local honey. We get our honey from a local farm, local being about an hour's drive away near Oka. And it's funny, you know, like I don't suffer nearly as much as I did when I was younger. So maybe I'm doing something right, but I don't know. My sister got like, you know, those 21 shots, and she did great for a few years, but yeah, exactly. Paul's, yeah, poplar, absolutely. Oh, it drives me crazy. Oh, Paul, man, very Stileka again, eh? I've got to buy something from them. It's, you know, the prices always almost seem too good to me. Outdoor, I'm also allergic to cities, stupidity, and spandex. Though, how do I want to say this? There are like 10% of the women I see who really, really should wear spandex. And those ones make everyone else worthwhile. I'm a pig. I know it. I shouldn't have said it. Now I've been a public pig. A pig in public. I've publicly been a pig. I feel guilty. I feel wrong. Evil. Evil, I feel. Oh, you get outdoor honey. You get local honey from your own bees? Nice. Hamza says the British haversack is a brown-proof one. Okay. I'll take a look. Paul, man, I go to that site way more often than I should. I haven't bought anything yet because we're still not where we should be in terms of money. But, so I'm just reading back to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Hey, Paul, you said you might start doing videos again soon. You think that's going to happen, or what? I'm wondering how things are going with you. Wait, Simon, the opening on the Canadian gas mask bag is vertical? How does that work? End of a pint. Sad times. But I do stick with 1 pint. I think once I went to 2, didn't I? Oh yeah, maple blueberry honey. Hell yeah. LT's got the British one too, so Hamza and LT both have them. In that case, I probably should get one because you guys know your stuff. I lost your hives this winter? What the hell? Okay, but Paul, yeah, right. Yeah, it's funny because I am struggling to maintain my schedule, and the past 2 weeks I blew it. But I really want to make this year my year. But it's frustrating, man, because I'll hit like 2,149 subs, and then I'll lose 8 in a day, and I just like, so I'm back up to 2,144 again for the 12th time in 2018. I don't understand why I can't grow, Oh, Paul, you're running low on the military meals. No, that one that you sent me, I did a video on and then lost the footage. Simon will try to bring his when he vertical opening with Velcro. I gotta see a picture of one of these things. But like, I wouldn't want something with a vertical opening. I don't think. I like something with a flap over. No, here's what I want. I want the outdoor the Hidden Woodsman's backpack. That's what I want. Like, remember I was talking like a couple of months ago about how. Yep. 3, right? 3. Scott, hey. What was I saying? Yeah, I remember how I was talking about how, I'm looking at different backpack ideas and stuff, and I was looking at some milsurp and everything. The more I look at that Hidden Woodsman one, the more I want it. It's pricey though, and the price doesn't include. I would want 2 of those detachable bags on the sides, and Canadian dollars, American dollars, yikes. Paul, you have a couple of. Oh, you've got a couple of Russian ones. What's the big difference between? Because like I've got a handle on what the difference is between the Canadian and American ones, but what are the Russian ones like? Oh, hold on, I just want to see it. Paul, you have way too much of the Hidden Woodsman gear. Yeah, man, I like that stuff. I don't even know why. I like the like everything I see about it. I like, and I've seen some YouTubers have their stuff, and it's YouTubers who I respect their opinions about stuff who seem to really like it. So maybe I'm gonna take the dive, take the plunge. The thing is, because of this stupid looming trade war between Canada and the United States, I don't think I'll be able to afford anything American for the foreseeable future. So I don't know, because what's going to happen here is, obviously a Hidden Woodsman backpack is not going to be covered by the whatever it is, $16 billion of tariffs that Ottawa is laying on American stuff. But what it does mean is that our dollar is going to plummet. And so my purchasing power as a Kanakistani is going to be very, very weakened. And in that way, I think that the Hidden Woodsman backpack will be lifted out of my reach by current events. I don't seem cool. Russian ones might have to wait for the video. Okay. Jerk. Actually, I like hearing that. Good. Simo, I don't think I was only ever as a cadet issued an IMP, like basic training in junior leadership school. When my squadron was out on like a field trip or something, we were given like the boxed lunch. Like, I don't know how far afield, like, I don't know if boxed lunches were only for cadets or if adult militaries got them as well. Like, it had, the Canadian Armed Forces stamp on the top and everything, but it was just like a simple cardboard box with like an apple and something in blah 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 inside. Whoops, hold on. Oh no! Okay. Oh, but I was never issued an American MRE. Outdoor. I didn't know a coal cracker had a haversack. If that finished gas mask bag is really good, let me know, and maybe I'll take maybe I'll jump on that. It might be the first thing I buy from Veristelica, because I think I saw them there, didn't I, Paul? You got a Russian one too, yeah. Simo, I'm almost with you on that. Haha, outdoor. Yeah, $16.99 on eBay with free shipping in the US, so it'll be like $30 plus $25 shipping to get it north. It's horrible, but like maybe I should buy something before July 1st, because that's when the retaliatory tariffs hit the. Take a look. You can choose the type of ration and outing: hay box, lunch box, or IMPs. Okay. I don't even know what a hay box is. What the hell's a hay box? Oh, Simo, I didn't know that. Tea's a good drink. Here's the thing, though, about IMPs or MREs. I don't know if I would want to pack a bunch of them on a bushcraft weekend. Or no, okay, no. Let me rethink Let me rethink what I'm saying here. If I've got a canoe and I'm heading to an island, oh God, if I've got a canoe and I'm heading to an island, I'm so much happier than I really am. Focus. Like if I'm dumping my stuff in the middle of a canoe or something, then no problem. But if I'm like hiking if I'm pulling a Joe Robinette and I'm walking kilometers and kilometers, I don't know if I want to carry it like a full IMP with me, or like one per day or whatever, because they take up a lot of space. Like I would almost prefer to have a bag of I'd rather have a bag of pemmican, to be honest with you. But I do love me some jerky. Some stuff like that. Some dehydrated, whatever, foods. And like some crackers instead of bread or something. Like, like stuff that takes up no room and weighs nothing. I'm not good enough at fishing to depend on that, especially because if I cut the fish open and the meat is pink or red, I can't eat it. So I've killed something for nothing, right? I can only eat white-fleshed fish. Like I can't eat anything that's a poisson gras. Someone who's bilingual, tell them what a poisson gras is. Is that a fatty fish? Oily fish? What is it? Something like that. I'll die. So I fear the fishing. Oh, yeah, Paul's picking up on what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. You wouldn't. If you're throwing it on a skidoo or something, then you're fine. But yeah, he says, same as I was saying, if you have to carry it dehydrated augmented by treats. Yep. LT, yeah, well, LT will know. He says you break it down, but it's heavy. Absolutely. Simon, man, no, you can't share that link. Because now I'm going to click on it. You're as bad as Paul is. There I am, verysteleka.com. Oh, viscose boxers. That's not what I was expecting to see. Cheapo US flag, $2.99 Canadian. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. You guys know the posts in Instagram section of the front page? What I'm looking at is the one in the direct middle is Sahonki, who is the guy who I bought the Puko blade from, which I have to really, I really have to get on. I'm running out of time. That's got to be ready for the 1st of August. Let me see what I got. Let's see, we got rucksacks and bags. So, backpacks and rucksacks, no, bags. Sacks and bags. Let's check bags first. Miltech gun carry bag, big, no. Miltech shoulder bag. Well, I just don't know. I just really don't know. Reproduction of the old Bundeswehr shoulder bag. Reproduction of the old Bundeswehr shoulder bag. Oh, yes, I see. You know, if it comes to stuff like that, what do you think? Vintage or reproduction? What's the way to go on that? Oh, Hamza's gone. Okay, good night. If you're still here, have a good one. Everyone say bye to Hamza just in case he's still around. Oh, you are? Okay. No, it wasn't 4. Was it 4? I don't think so. Shoulder bags. Okay. There's that Miltech shoulder bag. Security bag. Pattern 37 small pack used. Oh. Okay, guys. You know what? Jeez. Look at that. You guys see this bag? You see that bag? I used to have one when I was young. I had a khaki one that was straight up vintage military. I miss that bag. That was a cool bag. Yeah, you really gotta. Good thing I looked at that before. So the bag is $18.99 Canadian. Shipping to Canada is $13.99. So it's like you gotta sort of stack it up and buy stuff. Weird thing. The banner that says worldwide shipping says Canada $14.99, and the actual shipping charge is $13.99. What I have to do is do like $100 purchase, like buy a bunch of stuff, and because then I'll make the shipping worthwhile, you know. Let me get back to seeing what you guys have been saying while I've been dreaming about buying new stuff. Whoa. Okay. Sales 98% of the time you prefer you bibble. 98% of the time, sales prefers vintage. I think I'm with you. Outdoor vintage unless it's collectible and stupid expensive. I'm totally with you there. Simo modern backpacks, no reproductions. Okay. Oh, Paul, the Turkish bread bag, the famous Turkish bread bag. Let me see what they got. Yeah. And I've seen this thing enough. Except I clicked on it and I got an NVA engineer's shovel. Oh, there it is. Wow, also available in their walk-in store. Paul, if you and I ever get to, I'm thinking Finland, right? We gotta go. I don't know how much money we're gonna spend, but it'll be worth it. It's funny, I used to have, let me look it up. What was it called? I used to have a Turkish-made blank pistol. It was like a starting gun practically, but it looked like a pistol. It wasn't a reproduction of any specific model, but it really did look like a gun, and it was always a Zoraki something. Let me just look up Zoraki. Oh, and here's the post where the RCMP declared it illegal. Prohibited, in fact. Mine was a 925, a Zoraki model 925, I think. No, mine was a 914. Here, I'll send you guys this. I don't want to get political about this. It's just there's a picture of my former thing here. And I think the Zoraki is Turkish. Yeah, mine was the 914. So it's funny when I brought this thing into the local cop shop to turn it in and say, you know, this is prohibited now. They had no idea what it was, but it was a really nicely made piece, right? It was all metal. There was no polymer, no plastic, except the grips. You know, so I brought it in, and the cops were like, "Man, say cool, sir," and they were looking at it, and like obviously these guys thought it was really cool. But, you know, still had to turn it in. It still had to be destroyed. But anyways, it was... LT had one as well. Yeah. Hold on. Hey, Hamza, don't forget to feed the ferret. I think he's already gone, but... Outdoor, still looking for the LK35, eh? They used to have them at this beautiful site that Paul keeps reminding me about. Like, they used to have a lot of them, and I went over and checked, but no more. Well, you got an Alice, though. You've got that's a pretty good pack. They're heavy, though, eh? Czechoslovakian M60 backpack. You take a look. Backpack. Where is backpack? I must look. Backpack. It's very good to have backpack. Rucksacks and bags. Backpack and rucksack. Actually, dude, outdoor. I'm gonna put this post there. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm pushing these guys or anything, but there might be something there that you like. Oh no, not receiving data from my encoder. Oh, now it's back to good. Okay, that was weird. Sort of lost you guys for a minute there, because, you know, everything is fabulous. I'm looking for this Czechoslovakian pack. There's the Finnish M05. Thing is, I don't come to Veristelka to spend $300 on a backpack, right? What I'm looking for here is like some vintage stuff that's around the 30-ish or less mark, you know. Wow, there's a Swiss combat pack. Gotta love that Swiss camo, eh? It's fabulous. It's colorful and fabulous. Taking a look. Oh no! It's out of stock, mister. The Czechoslovakian M60 is out of stock. It's okay. Whatever. I wasn't going to buy it anyway. Not spending money. Oh no, and now my stream is going bad again. Schnoot. Let me go back. Outdoor, Anthony Henry. Hey, HT7, how's it going? Thanks for your comment on my video. I found it. Yeah, how's the back, Anthony? How's it going with that? Lars can find us lodging. Paul's got... Yeah, man. Good. Yeah, it's funny because like the Paul's with me. He's very tempted by that site, but yeah, you blew your budget in the past 6 weeks. Okay, I blew my budget recently because I broke my mic, so I bought a new mic. That was really expensive, so I you know, yeah. Outdoor, yeah, obvious, but oh yeah, this was combat pack, yeah. I mean, I like the I like that Alpenflagge. I mean, obviously it would work if you're in Switzerland, but interesting. Outdoor, how does it feel to have a shipping cost problem? Ha ha! So at the risk of sounding, of maybe starting something, is anyone watching the World Cup? And watching the beautiful game? Soviet Veshmeshok rucksack, brown surplus, is very ugly like all Soviet things. Wow, that's an interesting attachment system or tying system or whatever. But you know, certain cachet to having Soviet stuff. Yeah, it's weird though. You just tie off the top. Where am I? You're broke. Those will all be resolved tomorrow. Serge, don't even. Yeah, Paul, as a fairly ardent Germany supporter, I'm glad I forgot about the game when they were playing against Mexico. I was happy about the Sweden game. I was very happy about the Senegal game today. I think any time an African country takes a European country down, it's like repaying them for centuries of oppression. So I was happy to see Senegal come out on top. But I mean, you guys are not all football fans, so I'll let that one go for now. I just keep looking at these backpacks. That Soviet one is cool. I mean, in a weird sort of way, but you know, here's a Berghaus, right? $300 Canadian. And there's another one of those Soviet ones. Interesting. Turkish day pack, olive green surplus. Yeah, you can't go wrong with these prices, eh? Just can't do it. Now, I want to see something. Shirts and vests. Serge said to look up the Soviet issue tie, so I'm gonna try and find it. I don't know if I'm gonna, but I'm gonna look. Thing is, like, I don't want to be dressed all in milsurp, because I keep saying that, like, I'm really tactical averse, you know. And since I have a brother who is now a former commando, now a helicopter pilot, and a sister in the Royal Canadian Air Force, I'm very aware of, you know, there's a line to, like, I would never wear modern Canadian combat wear, like, you know, the camo, the CAD pad or whatever. I might wear the old olive fatigues. I still have some from when I was a cadet, because nobody who is serving in the Canadian Armed Forces right now would wear that on duty. I'm okay wearing that. But anything that someone would wear today in the suck or whatever, or even in a recruiting center, I would not wear. You know, for me it's vintage only, because I wouldn't feel right wearing, like, in the States you guys have this weird term, what's it called, stolen valor or something? We don't talk that way up here, but there's a touch of that for me, you know. I don't want to wear what our forces currently wear. And I missed a whole bunch of, oh no, it's not so bad. Belgian large rucksack, jigsaw camo, I saw that one. Outdoor? You don't want to go there. It's called football, because it's a ball that you play with your foot. Football. What you're talking about is rugby for pansies. Oh yes, he said it. Simon, I'm with you. LT, yeah, that's a good point. It's illegal to wear active duty uniform in Canada, yeah. As it should be. I mean, I don't think, you know. Oh, I've got some itches going on. Has anyone watched Joe Robinette's latest video, by the way? The thing is, Joe's videos take an hour. So it's like, if I've got time, I'll spend an hour and just, like, zen out, you know? But these days I'm so damn busy that I can't, like, I'm 2 videos back and I just can't do it. I don't have the time. Yeah, Serge, that's kind of where I'm coming from. I was like, oh, you didn't. Hi, Scott. Ouch. I also do like rugby, by the way. I like the All Blacks, the New Zealand All Blacks. They're my favorite team. I used to live with a Kiwi, and I came away from those years with an enduring love of the All Blacks. Oh, all right, Paul. See you later. All right, have a good one. But anyways, oh, I've got so many tools here. I was just using this one again. I feel that every time I do a video, I should show off my Woodlore clone. It's really getting beat to hell, eh? Looky that. I want to make one of these one day. LT, the old olive drab pattern is used by cadets as their field uniform, but they're considered civilian wear. Yeah. Yeah. Sash, I'm not with you, man. I don't like the hockey. I'm not a very good Montrealer. I don't like the hockey. I find that being a Habs fan is like being addicted to heartbreak. And I haven't paid attention to hockey in a long time. I think we've already had this conversation. But yeah, Scott's got the he's got the hockey lingo. He's got it down pat. Let me see something here. I got this out this weekend. So one of those short videos I made is about this. I have some thoughts on it, which I'm not going to steal my own thunder by talking about it now, but I may try to get this video up next. I have some thoughts about this axe. I think for like $55 or whatever US, you know, you can almost buy it just to sort of try it out, you know, and give it to someone if you don't like it. But I can't wait to get that video done. It's short, you know, but got some thoughts. Outdoor, you haven't seen a lot of the Garberg yet because I'm still working. Well, first of all, because I haven't had time to shoot a whole lot of videos lately. But I've got that Canadian belt knife that I'm still working with, and the Garberg. It's like I've decided to. Oh man, I've decided to finish with one before I do the other one, because otherwise I'm just diluting my efforts, you know. I've been using the Canadian belt knife enough that I think I can probably do a video on it pretty soon, and then I'll start with the Garberg, because I don't need to use it for the entire season to really get a feel for it. I've used that Canadian belt knife up. I've used it a lot. I've used it for everything. I haven't batoned with it, as I said. There's no way I'm going to baton with it, but it's done good work on pretty much everything else. Garberg, it's here. Bam! And now it's over there. I'm gonna get that into business as soon as I'm done with the Canadian belt knife. Let's see. The double bit axe. Oh. Scott, that double bit axe I first showed in my 2017 Christmas gift guide. I'm not, stealing my thunder by showing it here. I've shown it on screen before. And then I did another video where I had a poll asking if people thought I should strip the handle or not, which went for keeping the handle red by 1 vote. It's a Moormaker. Oh, it's back where it's Moormaker. Moremercantile.com, I think, or moormaker.com. It's a very wee double bit by a company that doesn't make axes, they make knives. This is in their specialty knives section, just to show you how few axes they make. This is the only model. So there will be a video coming up about that. It's shot. I'm doing a series of 2 videos on it. One like just as I got it, and one where I do the whole Wrangler Star thing. Get the edges done up good. Let me see. Serge would rather see the Alouettes. I personally, the only games we really go to are like Impact. And they've really brought up their game since becoming a Major League Soccer team, but they still ain't a world-class team, that's for sure. Last week we saw them take on Orlando City. The Impact got 2 goals, Orlando got 1 goal. Unfortunately for Orlando, all 3 of those were on their net, which was funny. But anyway. Outdoor, exactly. It's a Nesmuk Trio hatchet. So now all I need is a Nesmuk, like a full-size Nesmuk, and a little, like a grandpa's knife kind of thing. Yeah. But yeah, Scott, it's a hike size. It's like a little hiking sized axe. It's a little small for general camp chores. You know, it's funny because I like double bits a lot, but I readily acknowledge that there are some safety issues with them. Like, like when they're not as safe as single bits at all. Hold on a sec. Scott says, I love SWPA. Is that Southwestern Pennsylvania? Oh, you're talking about schools. I don't know. I don't know what you're saying then. Okay. Oh, I see. You guys are talking about where you met your... my alma mater, I went to Concordia University in communications with a specialization in film production, script writing and directing specifically. Where I met my missus was we were both working at Starbucks. We'd been kind of getting along well, shall we say, and maybe being a little flirtatious for months, and then one night she bruised my ribs like this while I was pouring a large scoop of ice down the front of her shirt, and that's when I knew. She felt guilty about bruising my ribs when I sort of slumped to the ground. But yeah, that was probably when I knew. Southwest PA, okay. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to work for the Canadiens. Vests and waistcoats, pullovers and sweaters. Ferris Deleca. British jersey, men's blue, V-neck, surplus. You know, it's funny because Canada used to have those sweaters as well. You know, remember LT and Simon? Remember the sweaters that were like wool, and then they had those shoulder patches, those shoulder like patches with epaulets, and I think they might have had patches on the elbows too. Do you guys remember those? I miss those. Those were cool. I used to have one back when I was a kiddiddle. Those were cool. I liked those. LT had one, yeah. Oh, outdoor. It was not approved company practice, but we were the only 2 closing that night, so you know, we were okay. We were okay. Thing is, I was with someone else at the time, so I had to keep my hands to myself and my intentions to myself as well. But my feelings were not. I was not the only one who felt that way. So when I finally left the girl I was with, herself was willing. Good times. Good times. Hey, you know who I wish would come online? Remember our buddy? Oh, I love it. Remember our buddy Yeagerheim Farms? Where the hell's he? I'm gonna have to bug him. I'm gonna drop him a note. Simone doesn't know the sweater. What the hell were they called, LT? Let me see if I can find a Canadian Armed Force. Piss off. This is a sweater. Sweaters, hassle-free shipping to Canada. That's not what I want. Sweaters for women, no. Canadian Forces sweatshirts and hoodies, no. Ah, here's a picture. I don't want to show that model on a family-friendly screen, though. Canadian Forces Army sweater V-neck, eBay. It's not there. Okay. Tabersnooch. I will find this. Oh yes, I will find this. More results in images. Yeah, okay, here's a respectable no. Tabersnooch. This is the female version, but who cares? God damn it. Get off. Get off my stuff, y'all. Simo, you remember that sweater? It's too big for her, so it looks like it's got shoulder pads, but they weren't really pads. It was just like patches. Very, very similar to the British one. Commando wool sweater? Okay, is that what it's called? Yeah, as I said, it was really similar to the British one. A couple of differences, but yeah, one not the least of which is the color, because you know, British Army green is very different to Canadian Army green, that's for sure. You know what I'm saying? Whoop. It's 22:20, guys. 11 o'clock is coming up fast. Which is okay because I have to practice tonight for that gig I'm doing at the end of the week. Yeah, Serge, I wish I, yeah, it sure is, Scott. Yeah, Serge, I'd like to get another one too. I miss that sweater. But like, it's the kind of thing I would only wear. Whoops, sorry guys. It's the kind of thing I would only wear in the bush, you know? I wouldn't want to wear it walking downtown or whatever. I'm not one of those guys who, you know, like you sort of see a bunch of guys walking around downtown and like rocking the military stuff. No. Oh, Mike, all right, have a good one. See you next time. Everyone saying bye to Mike. Whoa, outdoor Sumo photo. That LK35 is in really nice shape. Where did Sumo give you a link for one of those? Let me scroll back. I don't see a link. I don't see it. I don't know. Oh, was it like a private message or something? Is that what's going on there? You guys private messaging behind everyone else's backs? You guys have got to check out Mike's Instagram. He's got some nice knives. He's got a Oh, SMS. Okay. He's got a couple of deerings. No, he's down to one. But man, he used to have a deering knife with a white handle that I was just all about. It was stunning. Now he's got another one. He's also the guy who turned me on to those Pucos. He's got one. In fact, Instagram. Let's do a little test here, guys, because you're not all on Instagram, eh? Eh? Soul of Siberia. I have something on order with Soul of Siberia. D. Miller Sloyd, Maniconi, D. Miller Sloyd, Get Patch Marks, what? Holtzbrook, yes. Uncle Tito Outdoors, My Self Reliance, who everyone should be watching. Outland Supply Company, Pathfinder Survival, Hand Tool Rescue, who is also very much worth watching. Simple Little Life, also very much worth watching. Come on, Mr. Mike Morton. Hold on, I'll just do a search. There we go. There we go. Let's see if I can... Boom. Okay, wait, go back. Surge. Okay, here's the thing about a double, and here's the true thing about a double. And I say the true thing because not a lot of people who make them these days get it right. What you want on a double, the traditional double, cruiser, whatever, is you want one edge to come to a real fine point, okay? That's your main chopping side. And the other side you want to be a little blunter because that's going to be your grubbing side. That's the side you're going to use to chop down near the ground. Just in case you miss and you hit the ground, you got a blunter edge that's not going to be as easy to knock to pieces. You know, if you hit something wrong, like if you're chopping down around the roots or whatever, you keep the fine edge for higher up the tree, and the slightly blunter one for further down. This one is identical. I mean, what do these guys know about making an axe, right? But a lot of modern axe makers are not doing that. And so I say unto you that with many of the more modern doubles, there is no use. There's no reason to do it. But if you get a good old one and you know what to do, it's a bloody useful tool. But it's, I don't, you know, I'm not Dick Prenicky. So my philosophy is going to be different on this, but I don't think you should have a double as your only axe. Because I think Dick had a double as his only axe, didn't he? Or at least for part of his time up there in Alaska. But so that's what the thing was with doubles. Outdoor private message is not that hard. Oh, Serge. Yeah. Guys, click on the link I sent just because I want to know if people who aren't on Instagram, whether or not they can see things on Instagram. Sounds like Serge's Instagram experience has not been all puppies and kittens. checking the Facebook gauge here because I wanted to see. No, it doesn't matter. Who cares? Fuck it. I mean, funk it. Funk it. Yeah. But anyways, the reason is because Mike's got some really nice knives. In fact, I've noticed. Oh wait, that's not a Deering. That is an Adventure Sworn. Yeah, his taste in knives. I don't have a yen for an Adventure Sworn. I don't have a yen for a Turley. You know, or most of those. I mean, because as you guys know, my thing is the Jacklore. You know, but these Deerings are really nice. Yeah, that Deering shows up in a lot of his photos. He's also got some really nice grounds for his axes. His taste in gear is really, really spot on. Yeah, a lot of nice stuff. Land sakes, boys. I don't know how the hell I'm going to practice after this. But I gotta do it. Gotta do it. I'm gonna make sure I'm not losing out on that yet. Okay, so you can see it even if you're not. Good. All right, Outdoor. See you later. Have a good one. What is Simo linking us to now? Huh. Interesting knife. Interesting. All right, LT. See you later. Have a good one. Yeah, it's for the price. Then it doesn't look bad. I mean, the test is you buy one, right? But like, you know, these fill that position in my toolbox, like the backup knife position. You know, so I don't know if I would really need to do that. Need to spend $40. You know, I don't know. Simo, I think there's a price for one with a sheath as well, though, isn't there? Like, I don't know if I would buy it. Like, I don't want to buy gear just to buy gear. I want to buy gear because I want to use something. You know, I want to buy something specifically to try it out. If I don't like it, I just move it on. You know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Scott, I'm with you on all of that. Yeah, you know, like, I don't want to just, oh, that looks cool, buy. I've done that too often, and I've ended up with a lot of stuff that is really cool, but I never use because of that, you know? Oh, the sheath is $38. Wow. Okay. But the thing is, you know, for a knife like that, I would almost prefer a plastic or a Zytel sheath, you know? Because the context is there. It's, you know, the same reason why I didn't want a leather sheath on the Garberg. Because to me, a Moore is not a leather sheath knife. You know, if I had a like the Groman Canadian belt knife, that's a leather sheath knife for me. You know. excuse me, guys. Oh. Since discovering that they sell that Groman at Lee Valley, I'm like, oh man, you guys are taunting me. But it's not even, I don't think it's the number one they sell. I think it's one of the, you know, they've got a bunch of sort of second tier models, and I think it's one of those. But, you know, I don't need it. It's a want thing rather than anything else. In fact, I think if I was to get one, I'd rather get one like used, so that I'm getting the Groman magic, but I'm not actually giving that company my money, for the reasons that were mentioned before. But I do like giving my money to Lee Valley because they, it's a good company. It's a good company. Oh, sorry guys, man. Just let me close some of these windows. Like, there's the maker knife. You want me, you want me. Like, stay away, maker knife. Mike Morton does love his bacon, but can you really blame him? Yeah, Kydex too. I'd like to try making some Kydex sheaths. I'd like to maybe throw a little Kydex on this guy here. You know, I'd like to try making some Kydex at some point. Maybe get some Kydex going for this guy, because this sheath is okay and everything, but it's not comfortable. Lee Valley's opening a store in Laval in September. Oh no, there goes my bank account. But it's about time they opened one in Quebec. Good to know. It's about time. Laval though. Why Laval? Why is everyone opening these stores like outside of, like, what is what's the market like out there? Because, you know, Lee Valley's opening one in Laval. Big music store chain, big Canadian music store chain. Name completely escapes me, but you know, they finally entered Quebec, and Laval. It's like, huh? Really? Like, unless it's an area with a massive Walmart, or like it's one of those, you know, like down south of Montreal, the Quartier des 30. I could see like going for an area like that maybe, but, and definitely the rent is going to be cheaper than, say, downtown Montreal, but it just seems weird. Yeah, but Serge, if you're based in Vancouver and you want to open up a store in Quebec, would you go for the second largest city, or would you go for the largest city? I think it's because there's no bloody room left in Montreal, maybe, because there's none. You have to leave the island. But like, I would have gone for Distant, you know. Just making sure I didn't miss too much here. I always miss it, like half the conversation. Oh yeah, it's just It's too expensive now too. Yeah, because that's the thing. Lee Valley, it's a pretty niche store. It's not like opening a Gap. Yeah, I'm pretty much caught up here with the compo. But yeah, I'm excited to know that they're coming, because I've never actually stepped into a Lee Valley store. I've only ever shopped online. So it'd be interesting to see to walk into one and see. They're probably like those old consumers distributing stores. You know, you sort of go up to the counter with the catalog and say, "Show me this," right? That's sort of what Lee Valley seems like in my head. Yeah, Scott. Sorry, it's just I'm wrecked this week. The past 3 weeks have been hard to deal with. Very, very hard to deal with. Half of which is stuff I'm not going to talk about online, but trust me. I'd be glad you haven't been me for these past couple of weeks. But my family's well, and we get along. So I will take that as the good that comes with the bad. How many of you guys have seen one of these before? It's like a mini sanding thing. Got it at Lee Valley, of course. Okay, so Simon, do I have it right? Is that what it's like, or do you walk in and it's a normal store? Like, do you remember what Consumers Distributing was? Remember, like, there were all these counters with catalogs on them, and you'd fill out the little card. I want item J65 from page 36, and you'd take it to the guy, and he'd put it in that tube, and up it would go into the warehouse, and then the item would come down the little conveyor belt. Do you remember those? Oh, Scott, thanks. Yeah, it was a good day. We had to get out of the house because the missus was working at home. I remember back in the day. Oh shoot! I said shoot because that's family friendly. Shoot. Just making sure I'm not missing anything again. Every now and again, I like da 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 da, and you guys have said like a million things, and I have to scroll back. Okay, so it's sort of a man. I used to love Consumers Distributing. You guys were in. I don't know. Maybe Consumers Distributing was American. I don't know. I know that we had them up here. I used to love that place. The trip to Consumers that is the strongest in my mind. There was one at Place Alexis-Nyon, where there is currently a McDonald's. Those of you who are local will likely know what I'm talking about. Those of you who aren't, sorry. But I used to go in there, and one day I walked in to buy Optimus Prime. And I'd been saving up because I had a bunch of Transformers, but I didn't have Optimus Prime. And a good way to save a good $4 off your purchase was to buy it at Consumers Distributing instead of the Bay or Eden's. And I remember filling out that card and being like, I can't believe I'm actually getting to buy this. Because he was expensive. He was like $25, you know what I'm saying? That box was so exciting when it came down and the guy handed it to me. That's when Transformers were cool, man. The Transformers today are just... Michael Bay era Transformers are bite-tacular. There's none of the genius of design that there were in the original ones that they just licensed from the Japanese, you know? Just... Oh, it was Canadian only? Ah, rats. So, like, the Americans on the chat don't know what I'm talking about. It was one of those stores. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that in the 80s there was an American store that was built on the same concept. The way they made everything just a little cheaper was there was no showroom. There was a small retail space with like some counters, and the catalogs were like they had these huge ring binders essentially, but they were mounted to the counters. and there was like a little thing of cards and a couple of pencils, and you would flip to the page in the catalog where it's the thing you wanted, and you'd write down the number of item X you wanted, its catalog number, and I think the page it was on or something. You take it to the counter and give it to them, and it would, you know those tubes where they used to send messages up and down, because there was a warehouse upstairs, and so your order would go upstairs and the thing would come down the conveyor belt. And because there was no retail like a showroom kind of space, they could sell a bazillion things with a much smaller footprint, and so they paid very little rent, comparatively speaking. And so you know, it was a good way to get your stuff at a mild discount. We're not talking half price, but you know, a couple of bucks off. I miss that place. I mean, like all brick and mortar places, they're all getting, you know, mowed down by Amazon. Well, to a certain extent, Walmart, but even Walmart's starting to have trouble now, you know. Let me check my signal strength. Stream status good. Okay. Good to know. I've got about 15 minutes left here, guys. Coming down the home stretch. Vacuum tubes, yeah. Oh. Man, sitting on this log, this chopping block, every Tuesday does get a little hard on the arse, I will say. But yeah. My favorite little axe. I do love the way an axe starts to look after you've been putting boiled linseed on it for like years. Because when this axe first arrived, it, you know, hickory, right? It's a really blonde looking wood until you start oiling it and oiling it and oiling it. I like the way it starts to look after a few years of oiling it up. I also like the look of a brand new hickory handle with nothing on it, though. There's you know, it's handle full of promise kind of thing, you know. But yeah, this one doesn't have anything on it yet. I don't think, or it's like one coat, you know. It's that one that I sort of glossed up. I got to do some more work on it, though. I gotta give it another going over, I think, with the 3000 grit or something. Yeah. There we go. Sorry, I accidentally reloaded the page and I lost you guys' comments. Oof. And now they're loading. But there's like 200 comments, so it's gonna take a while. And loading, and loading, and loading. I don't know, guys. I'm pretty bushed, and I still gotta practice. Well, let's call it a night. It's only 14 minutes left anyway. But I gotta go and do stuff. But I'll be back next Tuesday, and for those of you who can, as Simon says, check out his live stream right before mine. He talks about... Actually, Simon, why don't you tell us what you talk about? Like, one of the times I saw it, you were doing... you were talking about home routers, how to get the signal going a little faster. Home wireless, I think it was. Or was that one like a security specific? I don't remember. But anyways, it's more like internet and home networking related stuff. Interesting stuff. He definitely knows his stuff. How often am I going to use the word stuff in this? I just want to go back to bed. That is what I would like to do, but I will not. I will remain strong. I will do my practicing. I'll practice for like an hour and then I'll hit the hay. Serge, I try, he says, but often the kids don't comply with the bedtime. Welcome to my world, homie. But anyways, all right, I'm gonna go practice and then I'm gonna go to bed. So I'll see you guys next week, and maybe Simon will see you guys next week before me. But thanks for hanging out with me. If you like what I'm doing, bloom. If you don't like what I'm doing, bloom. You've heard it all before. So, see you later, guys. Thanks a lot.